So we're going to begin today just relaxing, observing first, cueing into the self, checking to see what gear you're in. And then we're going to go from there into just a nice flow pump. And then we're going to get a little active, build up a good heat and sweat. And then we're going to come down and use that and move it and cool the system back down, coming down into some stances, okay? So just bring in the hands over the abdomen today. We're going to bring the thumbs into alignment and together over the navel. And then just bring in the hands down into an inverted triangle. Bring the elbows back so that you can roll the shoulders back with it. Going to connect the tip of the tongue with the root of the palate. And keeping the teeth together. The front teeth and bottom teeth. Or the front top and bottom. And just observing for a moment, not doing anything. Okay, so we're going to do a little scan. First, scan the eyes. What are the eyes doing? Then the jaw. Is it tense or relaxed? The throat. Is it contracted or is it expanded and relaxed and open? Or is it tight, trapped with energy? The shoulders. Are they building up around the ears, or are they relaxed and sinking with gravity? Is the chest open and the rib cage expanding and contracting, or tight and contracted? Restrictive, or is it expansive? The belly, sense the belly. The nerves in the belly, the pulses. Are your legs grounded and holding you firmly? Are the feet relaxed and open? Is the spine open and extending upward, or relaxing and tucking downward? Okay, so we're going to bring the hands down, grounding. We're going to do little circles down here. So you want to move with the shoulders too. You want to feel the shoulders moving with it and the elbows opening and moving with it. And you're just going to get a nice little circle here. So you're just going to trace a circle with your hand on either side, but simultaneously. What we're going to do is breathe in as you draw back through the first half of the circle and breathe out as you come through the front of the circle. You want to feel the pressure of the breath going down into the hips when you breathe in. And when you breathe out, and you want the belly to lift, lifting the diaphragm, pushing the breath out. So we're going to get active through the legs a little bit so that when you breathe in, you're going to push gently into your feet, into the legs. And then when you breathe out, sink just a little bit. Just a little sink and a little push. So you're getting this nice little bobbing effect. So we're going to get a little bit wider and wider with the movement, making the circle bigger. Remember to keep the top teeth and bottom teeth connected to each other. Tip of the tongue and the root of the palate. Again, as you're breathing in, you're pushing gently into the ground, and as you're breathing out, you're sinking gently into the ground. And then we're going to bring the hands back to the sides. Breathe in, just extend forward. You're going to come down into a little squat. Then breathe in. Push the hips. Breathe out. Breathe in. So again, you're pushing into the ground here when you breathe in. Then when you breathe out, sink. So we're going to just gently tuck the tailbone as you're sinking down. Just gently, very gently. And then when you breathe in, slowly and gently raise the tailbone, moving through the sacrum. And we're going to raise the eyes up. Try to keep the eyes up as much as possible. And then we're going to drop the hands to the sides. Push into the ground, going to open through the elbows, roll the energy out through the arms, coming back down, breathing out and in. Okay, now going to breathe out, press the body. So we're going to come in right from the armpits, the elbows, the wrist, try to get everything pressing. And then breathe in, move through the elbows when you come out. Come down, lead with the shoulders. When you open, lead with the elbows. Remember, coming down into a squat, you want to make sure it's kind of coming down like you're coming down onto a chair. You don't want that weight or force building in the front of the knees. And bring it up, push in through the ground, bring it down. Gonna come down around the knee area, and this is gonna depend on where you're at. If you have lower back issues and you wanna just stick to squats around here. Some may want to go further into an intermediate down here. It's up to you. Let the arms fall with the movement. Let them get heavy. And then draw the energy back up through the arms. Push in through your legs, and then let the energy sink. Relax as you come down nice and slow. And so for myself, I'm progressively getting deeper and deeper as my body opens more and more. When you come up, reach out to the sides. That takes the pressure off the lower back and around the spine. So as I'm going up, breath pressure is moving down. So the internal pressure is moving down. As I go down, the internal pressure moves up as the breath comes out and leaves the body. And bring it down. Push into the ground, come up. I'm going to relax. I'll turn that down a little bit. So we're going to get a little more active, get the energy moving and circulating. So we're going to breathe out, bring it down, push the hips forward, reach back. Then the hips come back, push into the ground, breathing in. And now this is where we're also using the hand pumps. So when you come up, you stretch the hands open. And then as you come down, you're relaxing, allowing the blood to flow into the hands. So that by the time you reach there, fingers are pointing right down. So that the blood flow has its own plumb line, goes right down. And then reach back so that my palms are up like this. Then I'm going to come back through. And it's through here that you're coming through that you begin opening and stretching the hands. But you do it slow, so that by the time you're up, the hands are fully stretched, and then you slowly relax them as you go down. So you don't want to just go into flex and then release it. Slow flex, slow release. And we're going to quicken the pace a little bit now so that we can get, if you like. If you're too tired, work a slower pace. But we're just going to kind of build it a little bit. Slowly shifting up the gears. Okay, now we're gonna relax it. You're gonna let it build more. Start pumping the rhythm, changing the rhythm, pumping through the legs. But you're still gonna keep it really relaxed. So let the arms drop heavy, and as they drop heavy, really engage the diaphragm, pulling it up. So if any of you have ever worked with breath of fire, when you do that with breath of fire, so it's just a very slow, it's just the same physical movement that you're just lifting up, like that. Yeah, through the nose. And again, you can do tiger breathing, where you flare the nostrils and get this area open, and that helps to pump the sinus glands. It helps to get it open more. Make sure that your feet stay grounded. Use the ground, so you're pushing the ground. That's your leverage here, is when you push into the ground. And then back like this, it's another push into the ground. So I'm just going like this. There's really just two very mild pushes into the ground. Try to feel your spine move with more wave to it. So you see how my back, if you watch my back. And you're just keeping it really relaxed, just dropping the weight. Okay, and then we're going to start getting it moving from side to side, but we're going to keep the hands working together. So I'm going to come down this way, extend out. Try not to lean with the movement. You want to stay in your center the whole time. Sweep back through. I'll just show you slow first. And then switch the hands, come through. And so it's just going to look like this. That's your exhale. So exhale into the twist, inhale coming back. And so you're using the breath like this. So when you drop it, that's a good place to exhale. And then when you come through, let the inhale come in on its own because of the way that you're moving. That'll pump it. That's the pump. And then the breath out, completely relax as though you're just dropping it. Just a drop. You want to feel that chi, drop. Give it to the earth, drop it. It needs to release from the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists, almost with a snap, just a light one. A soft whip. Okay, now we're going to make it go over. So I'm going to push into the ground, let it come over, push into the ground. So as it comes up, that push into the ground has that rebound that comes back up through the body. Drop it, bring it back up. And so it's going to look like this. Work at your own pace. And so you want to feel that energy come up through the hip. Definitely don't want compression in the hip. So lift up out of the hip as you come over. So this allows you to activate breath of fire with certain exercises. It works great. Works great for Kundalini. Okay, we're going to bring it down. Going to get the shake going now. So you're going to drop it through the heels. Close the eyes, relax now. Go into the belly, to the gut. Let the internal belly jiggle. Try to relax those muscles now. Okay, let's come onto the heels. Get a nice little bounce through the toes. Get the shoulders to relax. Get the rib cage to move up and down gently. You want to stay really relaxed, and you're really just using your toes. But make sure that your weight comes down onto your heels. Let the heels engage the ground each time. Most of the fastest animals on the planet are tendon-based in their legs. So we want to activate tendon power. We want to get the electrical currents of the tendons waking up, conducting. And just stay relaxed. But you want to keep the elbows back so that the shoulders don't hunch forward. You want to stay in your plumb line so that everything stays relaxed. You're going to come down nice and slow, back to the heels on the ground, back to the shake though. Move the hips forward and back. Relax the belly. Okay, let's bring the hands over the hips. Stay relaxed with the elbows and the shoulders. Get the hands a good shake. Try to keep your breathing nice and paced, long and deep. Pump with your core. Thank you. So in Qigong society, the quadriceps are considered the second heart. What we're doing right now is we're activating the quads, and we're just getting them pumping. They're responsible for pumping the blood back up from the legs. And when your quadriceps are relaxed yet strong and pumping, then your heart becomes stronger as well. This gives more energy for the heart to do other things. Like love. It takes a lot of energy. That's why people get lovesick in the beginning. The overwhelming amount of energy, like plugging into a nuclear reactor. Where's the step down? Okay, we're going to build it back up a bit now. Unfortunately, my sound levels are a little all over the place. Just keep shaking. Okay, we're going to bring the arms out to the sides now. So what you want to do right now, though, is get your mind into your rib cage and your shoulders. Move out through the elbows, but you want to feel your shoulders and your rib cage moving. Getting it unstuck. Feel those layers in there. Just kind of bring the elbows up a little bit, just for a moment. Feel that. I know it looks like a Michael Jackson dance or something. Thriller. Okay, now start stretching out through the elbows. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And now we're going to bring the arms out. Relax the wrists. Thrust the hips back and forth as you press into your feet, activating the quads. And this is going to build the heat now. So you want to stay really relaxed. Going to activate that divine spark generator. We're going to come nice and slow. Try to get the energy to move from your feet up through the body like a wave. Okay, bring it down nice and slow. Drop through the elbows as you descend past the heart line. And now we're going to bring the hands up over the heart. Slow the body for a moment. Give it over to the hands. Bicep and tricep. Little through the ground, of course. You're still pushing, but just gently. Not as much. Okay, now we're going to move it into circles. So it's like turning a wheel. It's like I'm holding a handle that goes through the middle of a spoke of a wheel, and I'm just turning it like this, but keeping the hands like this. Relax the wrist. Let the hands move freely with the movement. Now drop more into the body, and let the body move the arms. More and more. There's still activation of the arms, but it's much less, you'll notice now. Get the body involved with it. Draw up through your crown, through the neck. Don't let your neck compress. Keep your jaw aligned, tongue on the palate. Okay, we're going to open out to the side now. Keep with the circles. Go at your pace. This circle building has a really awesome feel to it afterwards. Even during it, really. Building circulation. Your fingers are in a little CERN spinner. I'm gonna make little black holes with my palms. That's a joke for those who think that that's gonna go on. Okay, we're gonna immediately reverse it. Just watch me for a moment. Remember, it's your body doing most of this work, not your shoulders, not your arms. They're only doing a little. Bring it forward. Oh, what was that going on? And bring it down. Come back to the shake. Sorry, stay on your heels, sorry. Let's do a few sighs. It's a drop of the breath with a sound. Whatever sound comes out, let it come out. Okay, let's take the breath and raise the arms, and then drop the arms with the sound. As we start to move through these kinds of things and kind of push yourself, there's this other element of your emotional body that sometimes gets involved, and so we can release that through certain breathing and sounds. And we'll do one more, knowing that now. And high pitch. Summon it, ready? Try it 2 or 3 more times. Let it clear itself. Oh, there's that volume again. We just work with it. It's all about just working with things. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to push into the ground again. Breathe in, bring it down. Sorry, bring it up, bring it down. Hands together now. Breathe it out. Push into the ground, breathe it in and open. Oh, sorry. And we're going to bring the hands together. Get the body involved. Get the shoulders to relax. Relax the shoulders. Relax the elbows. Get the hips moving with it. Even if you just do it really, really, really slow. Slow it down. Bring the hands to the lower back. Draw the elbows back. Stand in your posture though. Stay in the plumb line. Breathe with your core. Observe your heart. Make sure the chin stays tucked in gently, keeping the flow back here open. And come back. Okay, we're going to bring it into the dantian. Draw the elbows back with it. Stay in your plumb line. Teeth together. Tip of the tongue and the root of the palate. Let's raise the eyes. Keep the eyes up. Including their peripheral too. So you might need to lift here a little bit. Get the light in there. And bring it through. Going to work with this one a little bit more today than we did on the last one. We're going to incorporate 2 changes. Now we're going to come to the neck with it. So just give it a good little quick little rub there. Just get a little bit more heat. Get the body involved, relax. Get right in there, get right in there. And interlace the fingers and just relax there for a moment. Tuck the chin. Breathe. Still use your legs to breathe. Push into the ground very, very gently when you inhale. Let yourself sink a little bit when you breathe out. Keep yourself pumping. Just keep it all really small and gentle, but deep. Just keep the eyes up. And come back. Okay, really get those shoulders to relax now. Really work from the spine. Push the hands just a little bit more together. And if you like, it's up to you, Bring the hands to the temples like Batman. So keeping the fingers up. Use the earth, it's your support. Ready? Last one. Let's keep the eyes up. Okay, quicken it now, just for a moment. And come in. Relax here. So this is the next change. We're going to stay deep in this one for a moment. Slowly walk the feet together. Not completely together, but close. Inner shoulder. Breathe in nice and deep. Breathe out nice and deep. Nice, slow, long, deep pump with the core. Push your crown up into your hands. And on the next inhalation, we're going to open the palms. And breathe out. Okay, now we're going to get it circulating again. So I'm going to come out, breathe out, breathe in, out, in. Sorry, around. Actually, let's divide the breath into two for this one. So breathe in with this hand, your right hand. Breathe out with your left hand. Just keep it easier. And now let's keep the eyes up. And what we want to start doing is bringing expression in. Bring in feeling with it. Express the movement now. Don't just move it. You understand where the positioning needs to go. That's all you need. But now express it. Okay, bring the right hand in. Then breathe in. So ground yourself, breathe out, sorry. And then breathe in through the left, and we'll change the pattern now. So now you're breathing through the left extension. Breathe out through the right. Remember to bring in that expression. Express the feeling of the movement, however it makes you feel. Now we're going to start moving from side to side with it more. Reaching through the movement. Okay, on the next exhalation, which is from the right, we're going to breathe out. Bring the hands out. Breathe in, draw back to your center. As you turn, breathe out. Stay anchored back here. So we're going to get the feet involved more. So I'm going to move my center through that line, crossing over. Weight drops here as I come back. And then I'm going to let my hips do this nice little curve. See how that foot just comes like that and then steps out. I'll go this way, actually. Then bring it back into the center. And bring it down. Okay, we're going to bring the left hand up and the right leg up. This hand, the right hand, is going to have the palm up as though you're just placing it on like a little pedestal beside you. And come down nice and slow. And then we're going to switch. nice and slow. We're going to bring the left hand to the right bottom of the right foot. Relax her for a moment. If they can't touch, that's fine, but draw them toward each other. But you don't want to hold the foot. You want to lift. And again, it doesn't matter if they touch or not. It's just the direction. And bring it down. So if anyone knows where the bubbling spring point is, that's where you want to press. And that's right there. So in between the big toe and the toe beside it, right at their root. And bring it down, and then we'll do the same side, same arm. If you can, connect the elbow and the knee. If not, then you can even just do this. But don't come out of posture to connect. I like doing balancing exercises after we've exerted our legs. And come down. And bring it down. Okay, we're going to push into the ground, breathe in, drawing the arms up. Reach, breathe out, bring the arms down, nice and slow. Sink with it, and push into the ground. Just try to follow that natural rotation. And we're going to bring the hands to the sides. Bring the hands into inverted triangle. Push into the ground as you breathe in. We're going to bring the hands up. So this part forms a little triangle inside there. And you're going to have that somewhere around this level up here, so that the eyes can gaze up into that space. Relax your shoulders. And breathe out nice and slow. We're going to bring the hands down. Bring the hands over the dantian again, connecting the thumbs with the navel, drawing the elbows back, and we're going to relax. Observe your breathing through your hands so that when you're breathing in, you can feel the pressure of the breath pushing against the hands. And when you breathe out, observe the contraction, the gentle contraction of the belly, the abdomen, drawing toward the spine, but also lifting up a little, pushing the breath out. Relax the shoulders. We're going to close the eyes now, going internal. And just focusing on that pump. The eyes are going to gaze through the third eye.